Hey, family. Hey, Butterfly family. Happy weekend to you all. I hope many of you are safe, spending a lot of wonderful time with your loved ones. As you see, I am doing a different kind of reading. Every now and then, I will pick a YouTuber to do a reading on, and this one caught my attention. I am subscribed to Tasha K, and she had uploaded a video to where she was interviewing this young man, and he was talking about his experiences as far as meeting Pastor Larry Reid, and just giving a little background information how he felt like he was being groomed, if you know what I mean. Okay, because he was quite young, in his early teens, shall I say. So anyway, with that being said, you already have an idea what this reading is going to be about. I'm choosing to do a reading on the YouTuber slash pastor Larry Reid. So I did watch the video that Tasha did. It's called Exclusive Pastor Larry Reid Confesses. Okay, and let me see here. I did type in Larry Reid name, and this is Larry Reid right here. And of course, I like to see a picture of an individual when I'm doing a reading on them. This is a nice picture of him without the glasses. So I'm going to be using this one when I'm doing a reading on him. So when I Google his name, let me see. Just right here, let me see. 5 days ago, exclusive famous pastor accused of paying teenage boys to come. Okay, I ain't gonna say all that, but pretty much, doing sexual acts. Okay, allegedly. Anyway, and then it has here on the 16th of this month, Larry Reid live addresses hideous accusations, rumors, and lies. Okay, so anyway, with that being said, whatever you see and hear in this reading concerning Larry Reid, it is not facts. It is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. I have to say that, okay? But I am led by the Spirit. I'm going to be getting a divine insight to what's presently going on with Larry in the present. Okay, I'm using my gifts of the Spirit. So for any of you religious folks slash family coming up in here, I love you. I love you from where you are because I grew up in church, so I do understand. Okay, but the Most High God has given His children gifts. We all have gifts, and mine's. Well, let me say this: one of mine happens to be the gift of the Spirit, and then I know that it is the Most High God that qualifies, not man. So with that being said, if anybody get triggered by what comes out of this reading, if you feel like you know, I don't want to hear all that. Oh, you lying. It's not my opinion. What comes out, the Spirit is doing the talking. Okay, you don't have to receive it. Remember that you don't have to receive it now. You can just as easily, and I say this with love, you can just as easily, exit on out in peace. Okay, because I'm not your enemy. I'm your sister. Okay, you can either watch it as entertainment, or if you don't like what you're seeing or hearing, just exit out in peace. That's all. Cause we all are the Most High God's children, and I love you just the same. And I have love for Larry as well. He's my brother. But you know what? Not only it is the Most High God who qualifies, but it is God that does the ultimate judge. Okay, so I'm not judging him. What comes out of this reading, I'm being led by the Spirit. What comes out comes out. It doesn't make it facts, but I knows what I know. Please know that. So I'm through talking. I'm setting my attention on Larry Reid. First, I'm going to start off using the Psychic Oracle deck. That's right, I see a Psychic Oracle deck. These are just tools, okay? I can pick up on things about people by just meditating and tuning in on them. And I definitely go by energy. So the fact that I'm looking at his eyes, the eyes are the windows to our soul, it can tell me a lot about you, okay? So I'm going to go in, you know, and let the spirit do the talking without any negative thoughts towards him. I let the spirit do the talking. Divine Spirit, Holy Spirit leads me to all truth and clarity about Larry Reid. What's present going on with Larry Reid? What present going on with Larry Reid due to these accusations that are going on about him? What's present going on with Larry Reid due to these accusations that's going on about him? I see those things in the dark, bring out to the marvelous light concerning Larry Reid. Okay, already the deception card came out. Let me see something. Already the deception card came out. I can't make this up. My butterflies know what time it is. Two cards came out. The Sakura Chakra card represents I want, and it came out upward. Also, deception and envy came out, and it's upward. And you know, anytime deception comes up, secrets always follows. Someone being very secretive. I want. So he's giving out the vibration I want, okay? Mentally, his thoughts, he's saying I want. Now, what I'm going to do before starting this, I'm going to read up on this. It has additional meaning. But when this card is upward, when this deception card is upward, it's letting me know about him. Okay, had it been upside down, I would say, you know what? It's an entity outside of Larry. That means somebody else that he knows that he allowed to get close to him. That could be sabotaging him. But his card is upward, so it's letting me know about him. He's full of deception, as well as being secretive. Now, allegedly. Now, it has additional meaning. Let me find the page, and I'm going to read up on it. And once again, I'm not accusing him of anything, okay? Anytime light shines on the darkness, it always exposes. Because we all know that the darkness cannot comprehend the light. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. This card comes at a time when individuals or conditions aren't what they appear to be. How well do you really know the people around you? Are they telling you everything you need to know? In business, make sure you gather all the necessary information so that you're aware of and understand all the facts before continuing. You work hard. Don't let others take from you what is rightfully yours. Unfortunately, some people may be envious of your accomplishments. This card also represents a time of sudden and unexpected changes, or when plans that you're undertaking may not turn out exactly the way you envision. Have a plan B as a fallback strategy to prevent future problems. Use this card as a reminder to be prepared. It's better to be safe than sorry. So not only does this card represent that someone, can be very envious of him, because, he has a lot of people in his inner circle. Let me just say that. And can nobody sabotage you unless you allow them to get close to you. Okay? Keep that in mind. So not only is this card speaking about envy, but it's also speaking about deception. And what stands out to me is how well do you really know the people that are around you? Whether that be anybody around Larry, how well do he really know the people around him? Or how well do we really know him? Okay? I think about a person wearing a mask. They're not really showing you who they really are. Okay? They only showing you what they want you to see. And I also said I had the Sakura Chakra card. It represents I want. I've already pre-shuffled. I'm going to continue. And if I haven't said it, I'm going to say it because I'm always having new people watching me. There are timelines to my reading, so a lot of this Larry is experiencing in the now, and a lot of this, will be playing out within the coming days and weeks. Okay, so we're looking at 3, 6, 9, 12 days or weeks. Okay, but my butterflies know what time it is. Um, yeah, the spirit be talking. It be talking. And for those who follow Larry, they'll know it. They remember what they saw here. Also, they'll look also, based on, by them following him, they remember certain messages that came out and they'll see it playing out. Okay. Now, and I don't follow these people. Okay, I pretty much stay in my own lane and I focus on myself. So I really want to be knowing what's going on with him. If the YouTube streets not talking about it, I won't know. But if I want to, I can fact check being led by the spirit. Let me just say that. The next card is upside down. You see that? This is the wisdom card. As you see, when it is upward, it represents wisdom. Also, someone that's looking back and they're very inspired by what they see. Okay? So you see somebody that's very wise and they're looking at a family structure and they're very inspired by what they see. Now, his card's upside down. Upside down represents a fool. It's something about this right here. They're not seeing it from a place of inspiration. Because somebody is being very ignorant, somebody is being a fool. The next card is upside down. As you see, it represents hope. According to the spirit, Larry is not feeling hopeful right now for whatever reason. He could be quite disturbed due to, these allegations. I know nobody want any kind of negative allegations out there about them. Next is upside down. This is the intuition card. This is someone that's using sound judgment. Okay, they are being led by the spirit and they're tuning in, seeking guidance. Okay, the way he's been moving behind the scenes, he's not using his intuition at all. It's pretty much he's reacting instead of him stop, thinking, reflect, and meditate. He's not doing that. He's not heeding his intuition. And one thing that can keep him from doing that is that he's very distracted on the wrong things or on the wrong individuals. He's very distracted. He need to take time, stop, think, reflect. Not so much reflect, but stop, think, and meditate and quiet the mind so he can tap in, okay? And hear from God as far as directions, as far as how to move. But he's very distracted. He's not focused behind the scenes. And I can't make this up. Many of you'll let me know. This is positive movement forward. Had this card been upward, I would say, Larry, from this day forward, things are going to be moving very smooth for him. Things are going to pick up in his favor. There shall be positive movement forward. His card is upside down. According to the spirit, there would be no positive movement forward. I'm not sure what's going to jump off. I'm not wishing anything bad on him. You know, we had to let things play out. I'm not really sure what this means for him, but no positive movement forward is no positive movement forward. It just depends on what this means to him. Who knows? He might end up losing some followers or some subscribers. I don't know. I'm just a messenger. And what I'm doing again, I'm setting my attention. What's present going on with Larry Reid, and what can we expect in the coming days and weeks ahead? Alrighty. Yep, the spirit is on it. This is the next card upside down. This is fulfillment of wishes. This is someone they're believing for something and their wishes are being granted, as you see. Their wishes are being granted. His card's upside down. Now, it doesn't mean that his wishes won't be granted. It can mean not now, because we all know it's a season for everything. So it's either not now or that which he is believing for, he's not going to get it. But we know everything is about a season. So it could be not now, or it could be on hold. Next, we have victory and success. His card is upside down. This speaks about good news when it's up. Also, this speaks about, you know, good news that follows a difficult period. Okay? His card's upside down. So, no good news anytime soon. As far as, him expecting any good news. No good news anytime soon that he's looking for. Notice also why I said good news that follows a difficult period. So it looked like he's going to still be going through it, okay? For whatever reason. It doesn't look like this is going to end anytime soon. Next, we have suffering in silence. This is someone that's smiling, act like everything is everything. You know how it is, family. But on the inside, if you feel like you're dying, you're hurting on the inside, you're disappointed. But you're still trying to move forward like everything is, normal. Suffering in silence. I'm going to read up on this. So in the present, this is really bothering him. These accusations, this is really bothering him. And he may be acting like, it's not bothering him, but it is. The number 9 denotes completions. Are you finally ready to let go of those limited negative beliefs? Or are you allowing the issues in your life to become bigger than they really are? Your mind has been doing quite a job on you lately, and even your dreams may be trying to get your attentions. When you learn to let go of the worry, despair, and the sense of hopelessness, a positive new way or path will be shown to you. This card follows trapped in fear. The number 8 mental card, when your fears aren't confronted, your mental anguish will continue. Now, his fears were confronted, okay? Because he knew that this was coming, okay? He knew it was coming. He didn't know when, but he knew it was coming. When your fears aren't confronted, your mental anguish will continue. This is a reminder to take action and trust that your soul and the power of spirit will grasp you firmly by the hand and guide you. But you must take the first step towards healing and letting go of the mental distress. Don't suffer in silence. Reach out for help that's available. Now, I think about mental conflict. And that's what Larry has. That's someone that has the inability to get over something or someone. So the fact that these allegations are kind of fresh right now, it is bothering him. I'm sure he's probably having sleepless nights also. Okay, I'm sure it's keeping him up at night. Maybe not every night, but at night. Okay, you know what I mean? Because he really wants it to go away. He wants it to go away. Because he know how it can affect him, and people, may not see him in the best of light like they used to. And let me say this. I'm not saying that, you know, he is guilty or not. I'm letting the spirit do the talking. That's the difference. I'm not saying anything is facts. As far as coming out of my mouth, I'm letting the spirit do the talking. But please know, if this is the case, he's not the only one. There are others that people look up to, and they're very private. And that's someone that watch what they say, and they only tell you the very minimum, okay? Because they're very private individuals, and they're not the kind of people that are run off their mouth and putting their business on Fifth Street. If you know what I mean? So that's Larry. He's a very private individual, and like I said, he ain't the only one. So with that being said, there are others that people look up to, and it is their business. But when you are very high profile, and you start having that celebrity status, shall I say, people are going to talk. Okay, that's just the way it is, and people have a right to their opinion. Cause I respect people's different opinions. All I say is disagree with love. Cause Larry knows that don't nobody get away with anything. Anything we do in the dark come out to the marvelous light. That's the way it is. Look, I just mentioned. Go back. I just mentioned mental conflict when I used this card right here. I mentioned the word mental conflict. It came out right here. Mental conflict. I told you. The spirit always backs me up. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Mental conflict. Pretty much what I said. This is Larry. This situation is constantly playing out in his head, and it's hard for him to shake it. Okay, it's hard for him to let it go, whatever it is to him. And we already know that it's this scandal, this accusation is going on about, this. Let me say this sexual scandal that's going on. I'm gonna say it like that. Okay. And if he's act like he's unbothered, y'all might not believe it, but I know he is bothered. He is bothered. Cause I'm the kind of person, if I know that I'm innocent, I'm gonna sleep good at night. Okay, I'm gonna sleep real good at night, especially when I know that I'm innocent. Next, we have the disruption card. This card came out upward, so this is Larry. This card speaks about disruption from the perspective of, by Larry being the head, it's something that he's doing that's causing disruption in his life. See how I start from the head? It's something that he's doing that's causing disruption in his life. That's disturbing his peace. Okay, that's shaking his foundation. It's something that he's doing. Now I'm gonna read up on this. It has additional meaning. Have ears to hear. And please know I can't make these cards come out a certain way. I'm just led by the spirit, and I just know when to stop. And I've already pre-shuffled, so a sudden, usually unforeseen disruption. A major change is happening or is about to take place. Even if it appears to be a negative experience, it can lead to enlightenment or a total shift in your lifestyle. And traditional tarot meaning, this card represents the falling tower that eventually crumbles due to its weak foundation. Whatever part of your life you focus on, this is an opportunity to rebuild with a solid, positive structure to make you or the situation even stronger. There are times when the most difficult situation arises in your life. If you choose to, they can act as a catalyst to heal other areas. They're beneficial because they're truly your greatest teacher. Learn from your past mistakes. Do you hear that? So, allegedly, if Larry did take part in this sexual act with this young teenager, when this man was a young teenager, let me just say that. The spirit is saying, learn from past mistakes, accept them, and integrate them into your life as stepping stones. To be forewarned, to be forearmed, this disruption card is a reminder that negative thinking, limited beliefs, ignoring Ignoring problematic situations and risky or careless lifestyle must be addressed so that positive change can take place. Can take place. Life has a habit of moving you forward whether you're ready or not. Transformation of body, mind, and soul can happen if you view this traumatic time or change as an opportunity for growth. In the future, you may look back and be thankful for this opportunity. So that's interesting. I mean, you see, this also speaks about a person, having a problematic lifestyle. And also ignoring problematic situations, pretty much in denial, putting it on on the shelf, oh, I'm gonna leave it over here and not worry about it. But a lot of times that what you put on the shelf, if you leave it there too long, a whole lot of dust going to build up on it. Okay, and you can't have no choice but to deal with it. Okay, so you have to face it and take care of it eventually. The situation that happened that needs to be addressed. This is him. So he pretty much, due to his actions, shaking his own foundation. Had it been upside down, I would say it's an outside entity. It's someone that he allowed to get close to him. That's being very, what's the word I'm looking for? That's full of deception. That's disturbing his peace of mind and shaking his foundation. But no, heads up. This is Larry doing. We have here love begins, whatever this means to Larry. Also, you see that water element is in the background. That can represent emotions, as far as him being very emotional. I think about that phrase, "My cup runneth over," but you're filled with so much emotion. You're very overwhelmed. And let me say this: I did prayer. I did pray about it. I like to be led by the Spirit anytime I move, and I got the okay by the Spirit. I got the okay from my spiritual team. Yeah, go ahead and do this reading on him. What's going to be is going to be. A lot of people ain't going to believe it anyway. They're going to watch out of entertainment, and but a lot of people that know what time it is, okay, they're going to see this for what it is, and not only are they going to receive clarity, but confirmation of what they already know. And then I'm covered anyway, so I'm not worrying about, what people think. People have the right to think what they want to think. That's none of my business. It's crazy. Some years back, oh man, it's been some years back. I'm gonna say, for instance, it's been about, I'm gonna say about 12 years, I believe. The man that Larry looks up to, what is his name? Bishop Bernard. He used to write me, and he had let me know that I was going to be networking, and God was going to be using me, with gifts of the Spirit. And look what I'm doing now. Look what I'm doing now. Now a lot of people might look at my gifts as, well, why don't you just use it and and in the church and be a prophet. I'm letting the Most High God use me how He choose. Okay, I help people, and I help the missing. Um, I help families when it comes to the missing, and I do crime work. So I do a lot of good with my gifts. Let me just say that. But it's interesting how things came full circle, and the bishop is tied to Larry. Also, I think that's kind of interesting. And here I am doing a reading on Larry. But you know what? Anybody can get it. Anybody can be exposed. Even me. If you're doing something that's to where you operate in your shadow self, or you doing things to, of the darkness, it's going to come to the marvelous light. Please know that. How do they say unrighteous? It's gonna come to the marvelous light, and he should know better. He should know. So anyway, with that being said, the first card is the base chakra card. Represents I have. Is upside down. He giving off the vibration I don't have. The next card is choose wisely. Is upside down. When this card is upward, when this card upward, this is someone who has options and they're taking their time and choosing wisely. Now remember the intuition card came out and it was upside down. This is Larry. The spirit is saying he needs to choose wisely as far as his next move. He needs to choose wisely. Because upside down also represents ignorance. And the only thing I could think of is if he let his ego get the best of him, and if he keeps, being in denial about the situation. Next, we have material and spiritual prosperity. This just lets me know material wise, resources, Larry has money. And also, he's spiritual as well. And there's a balance there. There's a balance there. He doesn't really put one more than the other. There's a balance there. The only thing I'm seeing right now is, from what I'm seeing here, Larry needs to just own his ish. Okay, I'm not gonna cuss, but he needs to just own his ish. Just own it. Okay, and that's really between him and God. Just own it. And. Cause once he, like I said, that's between him and God. Once he does that, it doesn't really matter what we think. That's just between him and God. But I just feel like he needs to just own it, whatever it is, and stop putting a band-aid on it. Stop putting it on the shelf like it doesn't exist. All right, I think I'm going to. Yeah, this is not looking good at all. It's not looking good at all. But he's my brother in the spirit, and I'm still gonna be cheering for him. Okay. Um, that he get himself together. Let me just say that. All right. Next, we have awareness. Now, remember, I showed you the intuition card, and it was upside down. Remember that? Now, the awareness card is upside down. When it's upward, this is someone who's operating in I know. They are aware of what's going on around them. But his card's upside down, so that's interesting. It's like he's saying, I don't know. Or he's not aware of what's going on around him. It's kind of like he's in the dark about something. Maybe he's saying, I don't know what to do. Because upward is awareness, upside down is the opposite of awareness. Next, we have is upside down. Patient and planning. Had this card been upward, I would say Larry's being patient behind the scenes and he is planning his next move. His card is upside down. So Larry is feeling very impatient about something. And he's not making any moves right now. He's not planning anything right now. It's kind of like he kind of like paused in his actions. Next is upside down. This is triumph and success. This is the mental card. Remember, I told you about mental conflict? Someone that has the inability to get over something or someone. Remember that? Well, had this card been upward, I would say Larry is finally getting past his mental conflict and he is moving forward. Those things that were once bothering him, he is releasing it and letting it go. Larry is still in mental stagnation. Whatever's bothering him, he's still going through the motion. It's hard for him to shake it off. So in the present, he's not being successful in releasing and letting it go. Right now, it's still ongoing, okay? Mentally, he's in stagnation. All right, I'm going to go around one more time, and then I'm going to start on another deck. All right, family. Make sure you hit that like button, family. I appreciate it. Okay, and definitely that notification. So for those that are new, if you enjoy this content, you know when I go live, as well as when I'm uploading my video readings. Okay. Okay, I can't make this up, but here we go. The first card is upside down. This is someone who has a decision to make. This is the move on card. Had this card been up or concerning Larry, I would say Larry is deciding to move on and he has made that decision, okay? Or a decision has been made for him to move on. His card is upside down. So not only does he has a decision to make, he was planning on moving on, whatever that means to him, but he changed his mind. He changed his mind. Next is upside down. This is the power card, okay? The power message. Had been upward, I would say Larry is exercising power. He's trying to get his power back. He's feeling powerful, in control. Larry is feeling powerless. He feels like he lost his power. Next, new beginnings. Remember, I was setting my attention on Larry. What can we expect? No, what's presently going on with Larry and what can we expect in the coming days and weeks ahead, okay? This is new beginnings. This lets me know that whatever stagnation Larry was dealing with, especially the mental one, okay? Because our thoughts and then our actions and our thoughts, our actions stem from there. But anyway, this is him getting to that place of not looking back. He's moving forward. So in the near future, we'll see him moving forward, whatever that means to him. Okay? Right here, he's trying to put those things behind him, past him, and moving forward. So, that's interesting. All right. Now, real quick, this is the Divine Shadow Self Oracle. Shout out to Divine Vision. With this oracle right here, this is give me an idea about those shadow aspects of Larry. Now we all have them. Please know that. I always say you have to go within yourself to pull, to bring your light out. The Divine Shadow Self Oracle lets me know about those shadow aspects of Larry that he may be suppressing, that it could be due to his issues, anything stemming from childhood on up that he has not, owned, except healed from, that he could still be in the presently experience, dealing with, shall I say. Some people, they face it and they heal, okay? But this right here, this is an individual that's still, dealing with them, okay? And a lot of times they're putting the band-aid on it, acting like it doesn't exist when it comes to their issues and their negative actions, and you name it. So anyway, and this is not me trying to make him look bad. We all have shadow aspects of us. Some people choose to heal, own it, as they say, and heal. And some people choose to be in denial and not face their issues. So anyway, Divine Spirit of Love and Truth and Light, seeking clarity about Larry Reid. What are those shadow aspects that's probably going on with Larry? Okay, let that come out, let it come out, let it come out. Alrighty. What are those shadow aspects that's probably going on with Larry in the present? What are those shadow aspects that's presently going on with Larry? What are those shadow aspects that's presently going on with Larry? What are those shadow aspects that's presently going on with Larry? Ooh, gotta get that. Okay. I can't make this up. The spirit is on it. I'm sorry. Fine spirit, what are those shadow aspects that's presently going on with Larry? That he's not facing, that he's not dealing with, that he's not healing from. All right, family. I'm not gonna keep going. These are some examples of some shadow aspect that's going on with Larry. And please know, some people shadow aspects are more severe than others. Okay, some people theirs are really really dark. Okay, they got some issues. But anyway, let me see something. I like to obey the spirit. Hold on. Are we complete? All right, the spirit said we're not complete, so let's keep going. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop right here. Oh Oh, Lord, the Spirit said we're not complete. Good gravy, Larry. And everything's allegedly, family. Let me just say that. Whatever you see here, it is allegedly now. But those that knows him, they'll know it when they see it, okay? Ooh, all right. I think I'm going to stop right there. I dropped about 2 of them. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Okay, well, none of this is in divine order, okay? We have grudge, someone that holds a grudge. We have vindictive, hostility, aloof, someone that comes out very distant, brainwashed, excuse me, domineering, a control freak, abuse. I think about abuse of power, burdens, carrying burdens, selfishness, depression. So he's not really in a good place. Cause anytime we are depressed, we're very low vibrational, okay? And let me just say this: when you're in that state, and we all have been there, you know, definitely put that spiritual armor around you because you can easily be spiritually attacked. I'm just saying. So definitely, ask God to help you when any of you are feeling like that, you know, because it can happen to the best of us. Okay. So I got depression, grief, destruction, deception, guilt. Now ask yourself, why would guilt come out? Feeling doubtful. And we did see when I used the other deck, feeling hopeless. Entanglement. This speaks about relationships, whatever this means to Larry. Entanglement is a complicated, difficult relationship. Hold on. A difficult relationship that can be quite toxic. Let me just say that. So he could be known for drawing people to him, forming relationships that can be very toxic, okay, and complicated. Also, I think about, if he would, when I think about the word entanglement, I think about cheating. Like, he could allegedly been in relationship to where he could have been seeing somebody else, okay? I can get entanglement with that also. But anyway, a complicated toxic relationship. Manipulation, rebellious, numbness. Now, usually when I get this right here, I think about addictions, how people like to put a band-aid on their problems because they don't want to, face nor own it. So they self-medicate, drink, drugs, or even sex addictions. Condescending, ignorance, humiliation. And this is definitely what he's feeling right now. Callous, someone that's showing no emotion. So he's quite good with that. Closed off. This is someone that shuts down and they don't let nobody in. They don't let nobody in, okay, when it comes to their feelings, okay? They're closed off. defensive, and sabotage. I think about self sabotage due to his actions, how things come back, how the boomerang come back on him due to his actions. He pretty much sabotaging himself. Explosive. Oh yeah. I think he got a. Well, I'm not gonna say I think he got. According to the spirit, he has a temper. He probably someone is easily to get upset, awkward. He sees himself as awkward. And betrayal. I'm sure there's more, but I wanted to stop. Man, oh man, oh man. Mm, can't make this up. Alrighty, I'm going to use my Gain Insight deck. It's a homemade deck, okay? But it's very telling. Let me see. Where is it? Here it is. This is it, Gain Insight. It's quite thick. I'm going to shuffle about 3 or 4 times, then I'm going to lay them out. So I'm setting my attention once again. What's the present going on with Larry Reid? And I'm letting the spirit do the talking, okay? No matter what you see, it's allegedly. And I thank you for taking the time to watch because you didn't have to. Everybody made a conscious decision to watch. So thank you. As you see, this deck is quite thick. Okay? It's quite thick. Let me look it over, family, okay? All right, let's get with this. Remember, whatever you see in here, it is allegedly. It's not my opinion. I'm just led by the spirit. Man. The need for closure, desire answers to make a decision. And remember, I told you he had a decision to make, okay? According to the spirit, he has a backup phone, burner phone, being secretive. Now, just because a person have a backup phone, it doesn't really mean that they're secretive. A lot of times they use it for, business purpose. They have their personal phone, then they got their business phone. So keep all of that in mind. But like I said, this is not my opinion. It says has a backup burner phone, being secretive. Boyfriend. I don't know who all he lives with now, okay? Drama and abuse at their home. Used for benefits. So you can look at it as though somebody uses Larry for benefits or Larry uses them for benefits. Go figure. Something about inside. Communicate secretly. Communicate secretly with a hidden backup phone. Now that came out twice. See, it's here and it's. I get that. It's here and it's here. Came out twice about a backup phone. Standing their ground. So throughout the odds that he's experiencing, he's trying to stand his ground behind the scenes. Question inheritance and amount of money or property passed down. I'm not really sure what this is about, but what stands out to me is question money, either inheritance, amount of, well, either a inheritance or amount of money, and something about property. A lot of times, the spirit I know when it comes to my readings reveal a lot of divine insights of things that are going on behind the scenes that only he would know about. Okay, and if he saw this, he could either say, "Oh no, you know what she's talking about? Oh, all lies, lies." He could easily say that, and that's fine and dandy. I'm just led by the spirit, and a lot of this is happening in the now, and a lot of this is going to be playing out in the coming days and weeks. Okay, I always say the near future. It doesn't mean like all the way. It doesn't mean like further in the near future. But when it comes to my reading, things have a way of coming to pass. I say less than a year, okay, but give or take less than 3 months. But anyway, but a lot of times these people be knowing what my readings are talking about because I always have family members that hit me up and they know exactly what these messages are saying. Okay, it may not make sense to me, but it makes sense to them. Mental entrapment, feels powerless, not in their personal power. Take responsibilities of their life. Now, this is the second time I said that word powerless. Remember the power carved upside down, letting us know that he feels powerless? Well, this is confirmation. Hint the color yellow as a word or a clue. The color yellow can also represent power, family. And I can say that he's trying to get his power back. But the fact that I saw the word power and it was upside down, and then I got this right here saying feels powerless. I'm gonna look at this pretty much. The writing is in yellow, okay? I'm gonna look at this as pretty much he feels powerless right now, cause he's the kind of person he likes to be in control of his life, his life, his environment, and as well as people. Okay, but right now he's feeling, powerless. It's like it's like situations around him are spiraling out of control, and he don't know how to, steer it more in his path to where it's making him look good. Parents clueless, don't know. Whatever that means, okay? I don't know if I'm talking about his lifestyle or what. Okay? Facing their fears, not running away, facing their fears. And remember we saw that car moving on, but it was upside down. That's letting me know, um, even though I saw no positive movement forward, he's gonna try to face his fears head on, okay? So if he was thinking about moving on, it looked like he changed his mind and he's gonna try to, stick it out. Communicating with an ex lover. And remember, we did see something about backup phones. So even he said, well, that's not true, not on my phone. Well, according to the spirit, you got a backup phone, okay? Allegedly. Hint, the color green. It can be the actual word or color. When I think about green, I think about, the word love, okay? Like he's saying, I love something or someone. But it can be, a clue. Sometimes I can get these clues, and they can be somebody's last name. It can be a street. It's. I mean, the message says, it can be a word or a clue. So, anyway, um, alcohol complications, addictions, inability to control drinking, lack self control. This is allegedly. I don't know if Larry drinks or not. Okay, but what I do know is we can't have from the spirit. And we did see the word numbness. And I told you when I get the word numbness, it's due to some self medicating, whether it's drugs or alcohol. And he is considered what? The man of God. So he knows what he does behind the scenes. The way I see it, we all the most high God's children. I don't see nobody no more, no better than the other. I dropped this. It was on the floor. I'm going to read it. Now, this lets me know a lot about an individual. It says hole in the soul. So, according to the spirit, Larry has a hole in the soul, okay? Hole in the soul, childhood wounds, loses their authentic self. You disconnect from feelings. And remember, we saw the word withdrawn, and I think we saw the word disconnect also. But this speaks volume about why he's the way he is, as far as the way he carry himself. He don't really show emotions hardly at all. To me, it's like he plays a character. I mean, that's what I get from him. It's like it's hard for me to see his authentic self, because he wear a mask. Hole in the soul, childhood wound, loses their authentic self. You disconnect from feelings. All right. I saw a picture of Larry when he was a little younger. Not saying that he's not handsome now, but I liked it when he had hair, on top of his head. He looked very handsome. Oh boy. Seeking clarity about Larry Reid. Oh my god. If I drop another card, I'm a scream, family. Look. Ooh. Yep. Now I don't know who his ex is, okay? Cause I mean I saw the word boyfriend. But anyway. It has here. Hold up. I'm dropping stuff. Hold on, family. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know the computer had turned. It has here, has addictions, allegedly. Now remember, those addictions can be drugs or alcohol or sex addiction. Also, I can get addiction if a person is a workaholic also, okay? Some people have more than one addictions. They are not over their ex. Now, is it the ex that everybody know about or somebody else behind the scenes? Because one card said boyfriend, so go figure. Okay. Now, when I turn cards over, it's out of respect. Even though I do show certain cards, I still want to be mindful of what I put out. Okay, it's allegedly anyway. So anyway, yeah, let's get with this. Hold on. Cause I'm seeing some things in here, it's taking me to a whole nother dark path, and I ain't trying to go there. Alrighty, has a backup phone, has two phones. This is the third time the spirit is revealing something about a backup phone. So it has to be something significant about it, okay? All right, double minded, unstable in all of their ways, hesitation, do not trust. According to the spirit, Larry is double minded. They say one thing and they do another. I think about do as I say, not as I do. They're not over their ex. Okay, I showed you that already. And has addiction. I showed you that already too. Has addictions. Had a fight with their ex spouse. Seeing someone new. Expected news on hold, the waiting game. Hurt feelings, getting back at someone. My friend is my enemy. So I think about somebody that Larry knows he feels that betrayed him. Okay, my friend is my enemy. Betrayed on him, turned on him, if you know what I mean. Phone communication stopped. So if he was communicating with somebody, he stopped communicating with them. Question friend. It depends on what friend. Or shall I say which friend? Too scared to speak up due to fear. Fear or worried about what people think about him. Found out about a secret. Someone has cheated. It supposed to say cheated, but I got cheating, okay? But you know what time it is, family. Found out about a secret. Someone has cheating. Gossip. I'll correct it. It's saying cheating, but it's supposed to say cheated. Okay, where was I? Let me see. Hold up. Okay. Unbalanced, unhealthy. Now, I can't make this up. It ain't my opinion now. Unbalanced, unhealthy urges, unhealthy urges, not to be trusted around kids, allegedly. Unbalanced, unhealthy, unhealthy urges, not to be trusted around kids. That young man that Tasha had interviewed, he was saying that he was being groomed since he was young, at an early age. I think what from the age of 14 or 15, and he stated, that he was, being sexually touched by Larry Reid, and that's his truth. He's speaking his truth, okay? But all of this is allegedly, but that young man was speaking his truth. But anyway, this is not even my opinion, and the spirit is revealing this about Larry. Okay, so even though Larry has the right to defend himself, his honor, this is what the spirit is saying about him. It says unbalanced, unhealthy urges, not to be trusted around kids. Sorry, family. Let's continue. I bet that woke y'all up, didn't it? Sorry about that. The need to say what you mean, feeling vulnerable. Victim consciousness, blaming others for what they are creating. Take responsibility. I want the abuse to stop. Tricking for benefits. Now let me go back right here. This says I want the abuse to stop, right? This can be Larry energy or somebody energy that he allowed to get close to him. This can be how they are feeling about him. Because I am picking up abuse of power from Larry. And we did see when I used the shadow deck the word abuse, okay? And as you see, the word abuse came right back out. See that? Abuse. Now, this says tricking for benefits, sex for sale, tricking for benefits. So this pretty much speak about, tricking, buying sex, okay? Who know what people do behind the scenes? I'm not saying he's out here, you know, trying to, buy sex, but actually what I think about how when a person's being groomed right, they buy them things. Cause the young man did say that, Larry was buying him things, okay? He was buying him things and Larry said out of his own mouth that, he likes doing things for people. He like buying things for people. So he said that out of his own mouth. But anyway, I think about somebody that could be possibly being groomed, and the person, I call them the Joker. Trying to do nice things for them, make them feel comfortable, and you know trying to get them submissive, shall I say, for benefits as far as what they can get out of it, shall I say. But anyway, sex for sale, tricking for benefits. This says truck. I don't know what this means unless somebody drives a truck. I'm just a messenger. I don't know who drives what. Want to be loved. Oh boy, watch your kids. Keep kids away from this person, not around this person. So I'm not saying that he is a pedo, okay? I'm not saying that, but allegedly, he could have some unhealthy urges for, young teens. Cause this young man, he was young, when he crossed Larry path. So, anyway, I'm just a messenger. I'm just sharing. Watch your kids. Keep kids away, not around this person, from this person. So basically, the spirit is saying, watch your kids and keep them away from this person. Competition, family rivalry. Now this right here is saying not able to stand their ground, and this on the top say defeat. Or maybe he might feel defeated, okay, due to the fact that he feel like he's losing his control. Something about an SUV. I don't know who drives what. Now this says child will be found. There's hope. What I think about from a spiritual perspective, The Most High God look at all of us as His children, okay? And I think about that term, the lost will be found. So even though he's, experiencing this dark, even though he's experiencing this dark, this cloud, okay, let me just say it like that, that's hovering over him right now. This dark cloud that's hovering over him right now. Um, the sun will shine again, and from a spiritual perspective, he can't be like in a lost place, but according to the spirit, there's hope, and down the road, according to the spirit, child will be found. So I think about lost and found. But it is for him to, put the work in, and, to own it. Because when we don't own our issue, when we don't own it, we're putting a band aid on it, that's not helping. We had to own it, and stop acting like, our problems are not there. Because in order for us to heal, we have to own it. Making wrong and self harm choices. The lovers, a love triangle. So you see what this is all about. This is all about having more than one sexual partner. The lovers. Inebriated, drunk, intoxicated. So, like I said, you never know what goes on behind the scenes with people. A lot of times we see what they want us to see. Took their anger, fit of rage out on them, overreacted. It has a girlfriend. Now, I'm not going to say that Larry is GAY. Maybe he's bi, okay? Because he does give me that kind of energy that he can be bi, all right? Anyway, pride acting out of arrogance and vanity, being harsh and not conscious of your weakness. Hint, the color red. It can be the word, or it can be the color, okay? I think about that base chakra. But anyway, who knows? Maybe somebody got red in their name, the word red in their name, but it means something. Lost and found. And I think about, repentance, taking it to God, owning your ish, if you know what I mean, and healing. Change to plans, detour. What stands out to me is change to plans. And only reason I'm saying that stands out to me because I think about the moving on card. It's let me know he has a decision to make, and he was planning on moving on, but he changed his mind. So I think about changing plans. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this back in the deck. I'm going to let the cards just fall out, and I'm going to reveal those messages, and then I'm going to end this reading. And I apologize for my computer turning. The cord is on my lap, and when I move, it moves. So I apologize. Now, why it's on my lap? It's the way I have everything set up, but I still apologize. Okay. Alrighty. Divine Spirit seeking clarity about Larry Reid. Anything Spirit wants to know about Larry Reid in the present. Anything Spirit wants to know about Larry Reid. Anything Spirit wants to know about Larry Reid? Woo! Goodness. Woo, the Spirit be so strong, family. Mm. I was not expecting all of this. Hold on. My goodness. All right. I had to pause it. Normally I don't pause, but I had to pause because I had so many that was down. A lot of the messages are repeating themselves. So I definitely know it's time for me to end this reading because they're starting to repeat themselves. Remember, whatever you seen here, everything is allegedly. Now, according to the Spirit, there's going to be some update news about Larry coming soon. My butterflies already know when I get messages like this, they're coming. Okay? They're coming. So this one says, expected news on hold, the waiting game. It came back out. Update news coming in within 2 or 3 weeks or less. Now, I don't know what this means. I'm just a messenger. Being tracked by a device, watching their every move, stalking them. Now, a lot of this information, we wouldn't know about it anyway, okay? If Larry don't talk about it, we wouldn't know anything about it. Because, like I said, he's a private person. But the Spirit always revealing to me those things that are going on with the individual behind the scenes, okay? The need for closure, desire answers to make a decision. Man. Communicating secretly with a back communicate secretly with a hidden backup phone. Communicating with the ex-lover. Parents clueless don't know. Now I don't know if Larry's parents are still alive or not, okay? But it has here parents clueless don't know. So this speaking about things that are going on with him behind the scenes, okay? And then it could be talking about his sexuality. All I know is it's saying parents clueless. Now this card came back out again. Hint the color yellow as a word or color. I'm ready to move fast now, okay? The word inside came back out. Something about inside. So I think about things that are going on inside, hidden from others. Boyfriend. Alcohol complication, addictions, inability to control drinking, lack self control. Allegedly, has more than one sexual partner, sexually active. Clue in walking distance, seek and find, whatever that means. That's interesting, ain't it? In walking distance. What? In walking distance from where Larry lives or what? In walking distance from his church or what? Hurt feelings, getting back at someone. And that's very mean spirit and low vibrational. Allegedly. Cover up, the truth will not be televised. More to the story. drama, and abuse at their home. They know. Has a backup burner phone, being secretive. And the only thing I can think about as far as Larry being secretive, allegedly, yeah, there's some things going on with him that he don't want nobody to know about, okay? Working together, partnership, betrayal in business dealings, close to home, stolen legacy, money or property left to someone in a will, question who will benefit due to their loss, question inheritance and amount of money or property passed down. That's interesting for the spirit to be revealing this kind of information. Like I said, I don't know if his loved ones, his parents are still alive or not, but it's interesting for this kind of information to be coming out, okay? But only time would tell. But for it to be coming out, you could tell some shady stuff going on behind the scenes. That's all I gotta say. Standing their ground, facing their fears, not running away. Monkey see, monkey do. They follow the crowd, very foolish. Opposition, a group of adversaries or competitors. Used for benefits. And once again, you could say Larry feels used for benefits or somebody else feels used for benefits. Okay, go figure. Had a fight with their roommate, lack of harmony. So it depends on who all he lives with. Something about not close to home. Desired, sought after, single out, or popular people wants them. Male slash teen child. Wow, do you see that? Desire. This say desire and sought after. This speaks about somebody being selected and singled out, targeted. Desired, sought after. OMG, you see that? And look right there. Male, teen slash child. Oh, I gotta leave it there. Anyway, I'm ready to end it because I'm gonna start really dropping cards. This is my reading on the YouTuber. He goes by Dr. Larry D. Reid. Okay, he's a YouTube pastor. Um, this is my reading on Larry. It is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. But please know I am led by the Spirit. Yes, indeed. I exercise Acts 2:17 for you churchgoers, as well as Joel Joel 2:28-29. Keep that in mind, okay? So I love your family. Thank you for taking the time to watch. You didn't have to, but you made a conscious decision to watch. I appreciate it. And this is my reading on Larry Reid. I wish Larry all the best. I'm not judging him. It is God that the ultimate judge. But it is for him to get himself together. Okay, that's all that matters. For him to work on himself and get himself together, and that is for him to do. So anyway, thank you for watching. And I appreciate you. And what you saw here, it was allegedly. We have to let things play out, okay? But I do wish him all the best. Peace.